There one, it is currently the 19th of April 2016. Meteorologist Robert Spena here with you. This is actually just one of those standard Western Pacific weather updates. A lot has been going on. We really haven't been talking too much about it, but especially across western areas of Japan. Of course, the heavy rainfall combined with the repeated aftershocks from our back-to-back earthquakes out here definitely have resulted in several severe landslides. Still a very serious situation. Very cool overnight temperatures dropping down to about 6 to 7 degrees actually Tuesday morning there in the Kumamoto area, just because of that cool radiational cooling in the overnight hours resulted definitely for some chilly conditions for people staying outdoors in those colder temperatures. At the very least, we are expecting some warming temperatures. That's the good news. Into Wednesday and Thursday, you have this high pressure right here. Remember, these go clockwise, so we're looking at some southerly winds wrapping around the western periphery of it, combined with some sunnier skies during the day. So western Japan, even over towards the Korean Peninsula, temperatures will be on the rise. Now, one thing I do want to note is we are looking at an increase in precipitation, though, by Thursday. And really, you see it down here towards the south, this green line. The Korean Meteorological Agency often puts this on here depicting the rainy season, and it does look like it's starting to slowly meander here and already bringing widespread rainfall across southeastern China and starting to lift off towards the north. And in fact, if the JMA officially announces it tomorrow, it could be a record-breaking early onset of the rainy season. The earliest is in the 80s and actually on April 20th. So, and the reality is, take a look at this forecast from the Japan Meteorological Agency. For Okinawa, and yes, Wednesday, you're going to look at sunny skies, a high of 25, but look at Friday through Tuesday. If that doesn't look like the rainy season forecast, I'm not sure what exactly you expect the rainy season forecast to look like, because rain every single day, that rain band's just going to be setting up, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see the official onset in the southern Japanese islands heading into Wednesday and Thursday. But as I mentioned already, looking at some rainfall developing there in southeastern China. Actually, it's a fairly heavy amount. Upwards about 150 to 200 millimeters could be seen total as that develops and pulls off there towards the east. Then we're going to be looking at those southerly winds. It does warm up temperatures, but unfortunately, this is looking ahead into Thursday. I'll go ahead and put the date on the screen here at the top. Into Thursday, you're going to be looking at that precipitation working its way in across the Korean Peninsula, also western areas of Japan, including Kumamoto, where those earthquakes and aftershocks are still taking place, and that threat of landslides definitely continuing. And then eventually, this pulls farther off there towards the east, bringing additional rainfall there across the Tokyo area until we head into Friday before things start to taper off. And by Saturday, actually looking at much clearer conditions. The only big thing is down towards the south. Yes, we are going to continue to monitor that rain band, which, take a look at that, it just sets up and sits right in place, stretching across much of the southern Japanese islands over there towards southeastern China. So I think the Bayou front really almost here, guys, and I know that's a big topic as far as increase in temperatures, because once that lifts farther towards the north, that means summer really starting to set in across Taiwan, over towards the southern Japanese islands. You're looking at temperatures average high 20s to low 30s once that gets north of there. So really something to watch out for as we continue to look ahead. But as far as the tropics are concerned, if you're watching this for a tropical update, there's nothing going on. Even if we take a look at the extended GFS outlook, really nothing there. A little low popping up around Palau, but hey guys, tropics are quiet. It's supposed to be quiet this time of year. We are going ahead through April. Last year was definitely an exceptionally odd anomaly with the amount of typhoons we already seen by this time of year. Upwards of one typhoon. I think we had four typhoons, one super typhoon. So definitely quite incredible. This year, it looks like it's going to stay quieter at the beginning, but could pick up later on in the season. In fact, check out our seasonal outlook, just posted that to the website this week. Kind of gives us an idea from the team here at Westpacwx on what we're expecting out there. But that's really all for now, everybody. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, post them down there in the comment box below. Also, don't forget, check out the Meteor app. That's this app right here I use here for these updates. Really a lot of useful stuff here. It goes out to 5 days. You can see rain, snow mix, all that good stuff. Winds, pressure, even climate actually can be posted on here. So a lot of stuff to check out. All right, guys, that is all for today, though. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay safe out there. All right, bye.